You are welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe to our channel. In the news, Rochas Okorocha is here. He is my boss, even though sometimes I revoke his land. Who said this? Yes, on Wike. During a public event attended by several political heavyweights, Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, yes, on Wike, made light-hearted but pointed remarks about his firm approach to governance and land administration in Abuja, while acknowledging the presence of former Imo State Governor Senator Rochas Okorocha. Wike used the opportunity to stress that personal relationship do not override the rule of law or public interest. Speaking in a video posted on YouTube, Wike described Okorocha as his boss and a man well loved by many, but added that friendship or seniority will never prevent him from doing what is right in his role as FCT minister. According to Wike, the administration continues to recover lands from individuals and institutions who fail to meet the obligations tied to those allocations. According to him, "You are a man that people love. Rochas Okorocha is here. He is my boss. Even though sometimes I revoke his land because the right thing must be done. He's my man. Senators are there. Yes. Ipazu, my colleagues are here. Yes, if you don't pay, I take back our property." Because look at what Julius Baja did here. Is it by empty hand? Is it not with money? Those were reality in submission that Wike has just spoken out of his mouth as regards the who is who in Nigeria who happen to have lands whether in Abuja or in Port Harcourt. But what is important to him is that he said friendship will not affect rule of law, and also friendship will not affect doing the right thing. At least he made mention of Rochas Okorocha and the likes of Ipeaju, that as long as they are friends, they must be law abiding. As long as they are friends, they must do the needful. Irrespective of the fact that there is a relationship between them, these are political heavyweights. But then, in this, remark, Wike, though he make it light-hearted, but make it pointed to in his firm approach to governance and land administration in Abuja. I think there are certain lessons we need to take home here, and that is pointing to the fact that when something is on the rule of law, is governed by law, we should play the game by the rule of the law. Very important. And if we continue like that in this country, then we will continue to, want to have what we have in animal farm, that all animals are equal. We won't be having that some are more equal than the other. We know that nobody is bigger than the law and everyone is equal before the law. So people can contest and vie for anything as long as they are citizens and they have the right to do so. Also, there are so many people today. I remember that Oshiomhole was saying that you can get rich quickly overnight during Buhari's tenure, so long you know somebody, even that in Aso Rock, or a political heavyweight who can put a call through for you to Emefiele, and in a twinkle of an eye, dollars are released, they are wired to you. And then within 24 hours, you just move from being an ordinary person to a billionaire. That was violation of the rule of law. And that was what eventually plunged our economy into the chaos that we have met it now, that the administration of Bola Tinubu met it. And there is need for us in this country, whether it is Bola Tinubu or his wife or the Senate president or the governors or the chairman of local government, all of us together need to stand before the rule of law as equal. Then we must learn to obey it. We must make sure that for Nigeria to work, we need to make sure the legal frameworks of this country are working, and nobody will use any influence or money or position even to override the law. If you are a politician and you violate traffic offense, you pay as normal. Not that they say, oh, he's the son of so and so and so, he's the daughter of so and so and so, therefore you can give him a waiver. It's not supposed to be so. I could remember the case of Oshomole with earpiece, whereby the manager wanted to give him a preferential treatment, and the man insisted that you can't treat me only, but you have to treat these two other women that are standing here because we are all fighting for the same thing. They all have the same issue. Why will he now leave them when he is being sorted out? So that's how we are supposed to live in this country. We should be able to make sure that common things are available for the common man. And then all other things too. Everyone should be able to, gain free access to whatever thing that is within the jurisdiction of the citizens. So if it is not classified things, then let everyone in Nigeria be able to access it. Don't make it only accessible to the rich, the influence, the affluent, and also those who are at the corridor of power. No. So that was what Wike was saying here. He was trying to appreciate the fact that Senator Rochas Okorocha, of course, also understand and value what Wike was doing. Because if the situation between them had gone sour, he wouldn't have come to the burial of Wike's uncle. He was busy saying that personal relationship do not override the rule of law or the public interest. That's the second thing I want to talk about, the public interest. Our politicians need to understand that clearly. It's not a rocket science. You are sent there even because of the public, whether it's in the House of Assembly, whether it's in the Senate, whether it's in the House of Rep, whether it's in the State Assembly, whether it's even in the assembly of the local government. You are elected because of public interest. And that's what should be paramount even in our hearts, in our lives. Public interest. And it's very, very important, very, very germane. Nigerians, should always try as much as possible to ask questions along that when politicians come around to solicit for their votes. As soon as they get to power, public interest should be a priority. Yes, sometimes what you are trying to do for the public, they may misconstrue or misunderstand you, but insist on public interest, and there's no way Nigeria will not be better for it. That's just the reality. And also, fellow Nigerians, we should own up to be responsible because as long as these men, even though they are rich, they didn't fight Wike over it. They understand that he's doing his job. And also, other Nigerians, we should rise up and let's do the needful. Don't let us even push our leaders into stealing and doing all sorts of things that ought not to be. Nigeria will move forward. Remember to like, to share, and also to subscribe to our channel. Thank you.